Okay, well, now we've come to probably, which is one of the more difficult grammatical so-called pattern that students have to learn, and usually at the end of 102 and into 201, 202. And it's not a simple process to learn, but it is a process. And one of the things, as I say in Hawaiian is a very systematic language. And so let's kind of just break it down very simply. Yeah, so as we've learned earlier in what's called the Kahulu Pepeke Painu, we're reminded that the kia, or what is being described, is the piko. Now, in the piko ho, it's the opposite. In fact, what you'll notice as a rule is the kia, or what we call the kia, that which is being described, is not the piko. And this is the kind of rule to remember. This is what makes it really what we call a type B. So one of the times many people will call this Kahulu Pepeke type B, is one of the words you'll commonly hear. So let's kind of break it down. And before we move on, let's just kind of real quickly look at the maka painu, because you notice it's very much the same. The only thing that's different in this one is to pay attention to these words I. Now you'll notice in the Kahulu Pepeke type B or piko ho, there is always two maka painu. And this is the thing to remember. There is always two maka painu. Yeah. Now this word I does not have a meaning. I doesn't have a meaning specifically as a word, but it has the meaning in basically telling you this. What it's telling you is that kia is not the piko, and that's really what its purpose is. And so the two places that you notice the I will come through is when in the sense of the E, when something is completed or has reached that condition, or that sense of the A, the would, should, shall. Now, you should never have three maka painu. If you got three, you know something's wrong. In other words, you cannot add I next to ana or ne or I ne, or this is a common mistake. Students not really sure, so they kind of throw all of this into one bunch. But again, that's the thing to remember. You'll never have ana I ne. You'll never have a combination of those things. So some other things to remember about the piko ho with the maka painu, same meaning. Yeah, I painu y. Yeah, completed. Yeah, reached. E painu ne is occurring, is happening in the process of. E painu wana, especially with the past progressive, in the past, in progress. E painu wana, in the sense of it will be happening in the future. I just put F here so you kind of distinguish between the two. And the last, the AI, yeah, that's the would, should, shall, ought to, commitment, and so forth. And so it's really the same maka painu that we've already learned. Okay. Now some other things to pay attention to, just to kind of show you. If we look at the example with the piko ho, so you notice kawahine, that is your kia. This is what you're describing. Everything else that's following it is purposed to describe the woman. Or, for example, ka'aina, which aina? All of this is to describe ka'aina. So let's look at the example here. The first one, okeia ka hokele. Hokele, that's your kia. Remember I said with this rule is that the kia is not the piko. So if we look at the word imakeai, imakeai. Yeah, make, of course, that's a condition, a VS, which means to be dead, passed on, dead. Now, one of the things you realize, if you look at I want you guys to look at the relationship between hotel and make. Is the hotel the piko? In other words, is the hotel that which is dead? And you should be able to realize, oh, the hotel is not what's dead. But the hotel is what? It's the place. Ding, 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 ding. It's telling you there's a new piko. It's the place where, and this is the new piko where Kalakaua died. Yeah, so you may be saying, again, what does this I tell? It doesn't really have an English meaning, but it tells you in Hawaiian that the piko is not the kia. That there is a new piko. And that's why sometimes you hear the people talking about a piko ho. There's another piko. There's a new one. And this is why there is an idea. Yeah, so again, to go back, why do you have to have an idea? Because there's a new piko. Sometimes you hear people will say, new piko, I. Or I, new piko. That's kind of what it represents. But we should recognize you have other maka painu besides the I that could be there. Okay, let's try to look at the other one. Heaha ke kumu e lave iai o nani I kahukapila. And we should realize heaha ke kumu, and we notice ke kumu, meaning the reason. That is your kia. Well, which reason? E lave iai, to be taken. Taken, should be taken. Commitment to be taken. Well, is the kumu what's being taken? What is this relationship? Is kumu what's being taken? And you realize, no. The kumu is not. There is a new piko. Ding, 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 ding. Which happens to be nani. So translation, heha ke kumu. What is the reason? Nani is what? Gonna be taken, or should be taken to the hospital. And just to go back, all of this here, what is its purpose? To describe the reason. What is the reason? Well, what is the reason? What's the explanation? Which one? Which reason? The reason that nani will be brought to the hospital. Yes, right. The next one. Akea ka'aina. Akea meaning expansive. I'm talking about ka'aina. Which aina? Analani eheliana inehine. And we should realize the aina, that's your kia. That's what's being described. Which aina? Analani eheliana inehine. Eheliana was going. Yeah, past progressive. Was moving towards. Was going. Yesterday. Well, aina, what is the relationship between aina and heliana? Is the aina doing the going? No. The kia is not the piko. Therefore, we have a new piko. Analani. I'll come back right now. We're going to talk about this real soon, so hang on. But again, the point to remember is, why is this a piko ho? Is because the kia is not the piko. There is a piko ho, which happens to be nalani. Right? Who was doing the going? Nalani. So translation, the land that Nalani was traveling to yesterday is very expansive or very broad or wide. Akya. Okay, let's try it. And I'll come back to this Nalani real soon. The next one, ayakai'a. Again, which i'a? Now I'm going to describe the fish. I want to tell you about this fish, a particular fish. Which one? A'u e ayana ma'o. So you notice this a'u e ayana ma'o is describing ka'i'a. Now if you look at that verb here, e ayana, will be eating. Well, is the ki'a the piko? Is the fish doing the eating? No. The ki is not the piko. In fact, so that's why there is a piko ho. That's why it's called a type B. So there is the fish. Which one? I will be eating over there. That I, here's the new piko, will be eating over there. And you might be wondering, why is it a'u? And again, I'll come back to that right real soon. And come here, hopeloa. Nui na eke poi a kako e halihaliai. Nui na eke poi. There's a lot of what? Poi bags of poi. Nui. Nui na eke poi. Yeah, eke poi, that's your kia. That's my kia, the eke poi. Well, is the eke poi doing the carrying, hali to transport? Of course not. The poi is not doing the poi is what's being transported. And there is a new piko. Who is doing the transportation? Akako. So kia is not the piko. In fact, there is a piko ho, which happens to be kako. We are doing the transportation. So there's a lot of poi that we shall or we would transport or we would carry. Okay, so let's go right to the whiteboard first so I can kind of go over some of these basic rules to the Kahulu Pepeke Painu.